In this video, you will learn how to shoot during the games. You'll learn how to shoot when the ball is moving. Because in the games, that's gonna be the case. Ball is not gonna be stationary for the most part. So you're gonna have to figure out how you can shoot and how you can score when the ball is moving. For the most part, depends on what angle you have. That's gonna determine what kind of styles you need to be using to actually score during the games. So if you're on the left side of the field and trying to score, if you're right-footed, you're gonna most likely be using the inside of the foot to curve the ball to the far corner. And if you're in the central area, that means you're probably gonna need to try the power shot, which is the top of the foot. But if you're going to the right side and you are right-footed, you're gonna have to do either the top of the foot or try the famous quaresma trivela technique, which is very hard. You're not gonna be able to do this very often. So that's why this is the biggest advice I can give it to you. Improve your weak foot. You should not have a weak foot. If you're right dominant and you are this side of the field, you're gonna have to curve the ball to the far corner. But this is obvious. The goalkeepers know this and the defenders know this. So many smart players who has the ball on the wide side of the field and you're on the left side of the field but you're right dominant, normally you would be aiming for the far corner. But what you actually need to focus on, how can you fool the goalkeepers and how can you fool the defenders? And let's say the ball is moving, because that's gonna be the case during the game. The ball is gonna be moving. So if the ball is moving and if you look up to the far corner, it's obvious. The defender is gonna go there and the goalkeeper is gonna go there. So many talented players who's using the inside of their foot to shoot during the game looks for the far corner but aims for the near corner. So this fools the defenders and this fools the goalkeepers. You're gonna have to do this very quick, very soon, because the longer you wait to shoot, goalkeeper takes a better position and the defenders takes a better position. So you can't actually give them this chance. During the games, ball will be moving for the most part. And this is what many players struggle with, because they train to hit the stationary balls, but actually in the game, the ball is always moving. Tell me that that's not the case. It is the case. When you're central, the goalkeeper closes the net evenly. So you're gonna have to use as much power as possible. And this is why you're gonna have to use the top of the foot instead of inside of the foot. Because if you use the inside of the foot, you're not gonna get as much power. And because the goalkeeper is central, you're not gonna be able to get over the goalkeeper with the ball. If you're central, try to use as much power as possible. One of the common mistakes that players make during the games is actually to wait too long to shoot. Because during the games, you're not gonna get much time. You need to know every tricks that you can create yourself those spaces, gaps to actually shoot the ball. And if you wait long, the spaces that you created are gonna disappear. So as soon as the space is created, you actually have to take an opportunity from it and shoot it. So if I'm coming towards a defender, if he closes my angle, what am I gonna do? I'm either gonna take the ball to this side, which is gonna force me to my weaker foot. Ideally, you wanna take the ball to your dominant foot to be able to create yourself that opportunity. So I would take the ball to this side and then shoot immediately. Because if you don't, either he's gonna come back and cover up my space, or a second defender will come to cover that space and try to win that ball. Plus, the goalkeeper will take a better position. So you have to make that decision very quick, whether if you're gonna shoot or not. And this is why the timing is very important, because you created a space. This is your space that you created. And now you actually have to take that chance, take the opportunity immediately, because you're not gonna have much breathing time That's the challenging part about actually shooting during the game, because the timing is everything, and you're not going to be giving that time too much. And if you're constantly practicing the stationary shots at your practices or when you're on the pitch by yourself, you're only practicing these shots. This is not improving your game. You have to always run towards something, take it, and then take the opportunity. That's the way to score during the games, unless it's a free kick. That's good that you took it to your weaker side. That's a good part about having a weak foot. Then you become very unpredictable, because if you can only use your right foot, then you're too obvious. You're never gonna take the ball and go to your weaker side. I won't personally, but he tried, and that's a good attribute for a player to have. You need to work on your timing. You need to work on creating that space, as well as your unpredictability, which is improving your weak foot. So if you improve your weak foot, you can take the ball either side, you can play on either wings and still have the opportunity to shoot. But if I'm a right winger and I'm right-footed, I can only really take the ball, go wide and cross. I don't really have opportunity to take the ball, cut inside, and I use my weaker foot. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe to my channel. You can also find my playlist right over here. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.